that the court can set somebody free and the government will say, no, keep the person. So in this mass, we lift our hands and pray for the full release of NNAMDI KANU. Fewere chukwa kanisia. Oyi bembegare. Begere ibe ha bere nazu. Igbo wibo na atafu ihe na amaro isi ya. Ụmụakwụkwọ amangazi, ndị ọrụ amanga, monde akpọchi ebe niile. Ndị na-acha yo, ọgbasara ha, they don't care. How can you say you don't care? But you are a leader. You must care. So we put this as our intention. Chineke si mmadụ were onwe ya, mmadụ ụwa si na onye ha ama nwe onwe ya. Chukwu ga-eme onye ahụ ihe ọ ga-eme ya. Isi ọ bụ na ịma ịrapụ ya. Then why the judiciary? There are three arms of government: the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. And one arm, we say the other is useless. So please, I ask in the name of God and by the power of God that our leaders should quickly release NNAMDI KANU. If there is a problem, judiciary is dying. If the court can acquit somebody and somebody will say no, then the country is gone. It's a coup d'etat against judiciary. And as a man of God, I stand out to say, release him. Do the needful. Our people are suffering. A lot of suffering in the country. Perpetuated by our so-called leaders. I'm not a politician and I don't intend to be one. I'm a prophet of God. My job is to speak when God is angry. I will represent the voice of God in anger. When God is happy, I will speak and represent the voice of God in joy. The poor masses are suffering. Today is NNAMDI KANU, tomorrow it can be you. And you go to court and court will say, release this person. And the governor or the president will say, no. If holding that young man will cripple this country, why not release him? NNAMDI KANU's case is like a trigger in the gun. You must be careful how you touch the trigger when the gun is loaded. And don't tell anybody he's a nobody. He represents a people. And finally, the court has said, release him. Why not release him? Especially for health reasons. I have to render my voice so that when tomorrow the leaders begin to suffer calamity, they will not say, what did the Father MBAKA say? And remember, when I'm called into this service, I didn't take anybody's permission to air my view when God says, air it. When I cannot speak what God asked me to speak, then I have finished my job. Then God will take me. So I have not finished my job. Because we want to hammer today on generosity. It's all about giving. Don't use what God has given to you to mess up somebody under you. So I lift my hands once more for the suffering Nigerians. Everybody is suffering now. And there is still a country. And tomorrow you say Father Mbaka says. Why do you force me to say something? I am giving both the president mandate from heaven. If they don't want to react immediately and stop this self-imposed wicked suffering on the people, they will suffer. What a rubbish! Why do you multiply misery?
Reverend Mbaka of Enugu State said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That if he failed to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's going to suffer, meaning that there is no 2027 ticket for Bola Ahmed Tinubu except he release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me have your reaction on that very statement by Reverend Mbaka.
Yes, of course, Reverend Mbaka have said it severally that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He's even ready to stand as a shorty for federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to him. So it's not no longer a news to us. Reverend Mbaka have said it severally. Even the Zion ministry here, whose name Ebuka Obi, have also said the same thing. They have been praying to the needful that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released.
Morally, do you think that Reverend Mbaka should make that kind of statement?
Of course, it's entitled to that because they are the one feeling the heat in the southeast. Don't forget that why he make that statement of this seat at home that is affecting the Igbo region. So TINUBU might not really understand what is happening in the southeast than Reverend Mbaka, and that's why Reverend Mbaka has voiced his voice out that TINUBU should do the needful because at the first place he was not even the one that arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why is he holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He should be released. That's what Reverend Mbaka is saying. But a lot of people are questioning him that even the Reverend Mbaka is part of the problem we have today. Because we remember when we were enjoying Jonathan's time, Reverend Mbaka took it upon himself and called Jonathan a bad luck instead of good luck. And today the Buhari is supported to become a president. Look at the mayhem. Look at the dangers Buhari have caused into this country. And the TINUBU have come to start where to Buhari stop. Now, many people are criticizing Mbaka that Mbaka does not even have the moral to talk. If not that, because of the love people have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's making people to support what the Reverend Mbaka have said. So for me, they should do the needful. Of the truth, I support what you have said so far. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should release that young man.
All right, MC the Omeka, the entire leaders from the southern part of Nigeria have called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Aferi, which is the Yoruba's apex body, have called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Igbos leaders, the Onezende Igbos and other Igbos leaders, the top government officials also called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it seems that the federal government does not want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now that he has been transferred to the men of God now, do you think that the federal government will pay attention to the men of God, the likes of Mbaka? Mbaka have also put a cost that if they refuse or fail to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they are going to suffer.
Yes, of course, you have said it that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu refuse to do the needful, they are going to suffer dearly for it. We are talking about, when we talk about rugged prophet like in the Bible, prophet like Jeremiah, who also they will look at the eyes of the government without any fear of favor and tell them the truth. That's what we are clamoring for, that we don't need all these men of God who are busy after money. They should know the office God has given to them, that this is the office, so that when the leaders are misbehaving, they should call them to order. So the Reverend Mbaka have the courage to talk to Tinubu. I wish Tinubu will listen to him and do the needful, because don't forget that this leader, politician, they still fear this men of God, because they know that they have power to command things to happen in the realm of the spirit.
MC the Omeka, is a very fine place to live it. Thank you for speaking in this wonderful platform. Mr. Lawrence, good morning.
Mr. Casey, good morning.
All right, quick one, Mr. Lawrence. Let me have your reaction concerning what happened, what NAFDAC is doing with the Igbos, especially what happened in Anambra State. There's one market there, drugs market in Anambra State, that NAFDAC went there to seal up the market. That even prompted the likes of big niches like Peter Obi to approach them and tell them what happened. They said they want to see the market for 1 week for them to carry out their necessary investigation. Also, the similar thing that RPT said yesterday in a Jumata, that the Igbos challenged the NAFDAC. So let me have your reaction. Is it as a target to one individuals or particular group of people?
Let me tell you, Mr. Casey, what is happening in Nigeria? Yes, I went to Ogba today. I test knee. Maybe you cannot knee. I tell knee that the injustice there's Yorubas. I mentioned their name directly. There are Yorubas doing for Igbos. It's very bad. I remember when Obasanjo is the president of Nigeria. This thing Tinubu is doing, Obasanjo did it for Igbo too. The market you are talking about is Head Bridge on Onitsha. That's where the market is. The market is like the whole Ogbas. It's a very big market. If you come to drug in Africa, in Nigeria, even in Africa, that market is number one.
So why did NAFDAC choose to seize that very market, to seal it up? Why?
What I'm saying now, it's not only main market. Main market, that's a bridge one, Aba,
Yes.
2, some part of North, 3, and Idumota here. 4, if you want to buy drug cheap in the Lagos state here, you need to go to Idumota.
Yes.
Are you getting me? But you see the injustice that are happening in Nigeria against the Igbos, that's what makes them lock the home. Is it everybody selling fake drug in this called Nigerians? It's because of that injustice. When you have those people that come up dark, what they are supposed to do, each shop they went to, if they see fake drugs, they do what? Sell it and arrest the owner of that shop. It cannot lock the whole market because of what? He say, is it everybody selling fake drugs? There are the many pharmacies in Nigeria here, in the Lagos state here, that sell fake drugs. Why they lock those pharmacies? There are many atrocities they are doing in Nigeria. Why those people don't lock these shops? In Nigeria, which people take the highest drug in Nigeria is what? Called the Fulanis, the Hausas. Why their place is still open to tomorrow? Ordinary aboki that say sweet in Lagos state here sell drugs. Why they lock out the whole counters? They are selling sweet and sugar and chewing gum. And you know what they are using to succeed in Nigeria is the druggists. Which people that do abuse of drugs in Nigeria? It's not the same called the Fulanis, the Hausas. Why everything, any president that come, need to focus, to target, to bring Igbo man down. Oga is unfair. That's what NNAMDI KANU said, that Igbos, the Biafrans, cannot stay under government or call Nigeria. Look at P2B.
But, Mr. Lawrence,
Yeah.
don't you think the NAFDAC and the federal government are doing the right thing to eradicate? I mean, what happened in the Onitsha main market was that most of the drugs were okay. What happened in Aba that was that most of the drugs were expired drugs, and most of the drugs were drugs that was not given approval by NAFDAC. And what happened also in the Anambra main market are the similar thing that happened in Idumata, that most of the drugs are expired drugs, and most of the drugs are drugs which NAFDAC were not given approval to. Don't you think you can also flip the other page of the paper and look at the positive aspect of it? But I don't want you to be targeting as if it's a kind of policy against the Igbos. No, it's not a policy against the Igbos. It's a policy against those that want to infiltrate the illicit drugs or the expired drugs or the drug that is not approved by the NAFDAC into the market. Because when you get to the public, there will be a very serious situation.
No, let me tell you one thing, that when you establish a public people or want to address a public people, there is the way you use your language. Or when you are cooking a public people, you cannot cook exactly food you are eating in your house, because you know that there are different people and different tastes. We need to cook something with balance, that somebody can eat your food in your house and somebody cannot eat in your house, can balance and eat that food. That's what called a good cooker. Now, in Nigeria here, now we have these people that sell drugs, the medicine, doctors, pharmacists, all of them, they are going there and buy the medicine and sell it into the street on the hospitals. Do you think that inside that market, that everybody inside the market is selling fake drugs? It's not everybody. It can be 45/100 that
Those that
sell.
are not selling fake should also caution those that are selling fake that they should
Your
stop.
call your government. A good government need to do re-investigation to know those people that sell fake drugs. Don't use because of some people that sell fake drugs affect everybody in that in the business. Did everybody worship God? It's not everybody. Did the God can kill everybody because of some people did not worship him? What God will do? God will select the right people and destroy the remaining people. Call government after God is government. Government supposed to do thoroughly investigation to know the people that are selling fake drugs.
A reason why the government wants to shut the market down for 1 week so they can carry out this very necessary investigation and find out the culprits, those perpetrators, those involved in this kind of prohibited acts, so that they can identify them from the good ones. Then after 1 week, we'll now reopen the market for the commercial activities to take effect. But
No, listen. That sometimes you know that people bring fake news. This market we are talking about, this main market is more than 1 week. Are you getting me? It's more than 1 week before they announce it. Many people know it in this Lagos. They first start in a head bridge on nature.
yes,
That's where they start. Aba, all that before Lagos. Lagos is just last week. Are you getting me? And those people, immediately those people rise voice up. That's when people notice. Went to some many pharmacies to go and buy drug. You see many places empty. Before I noticed this, I went somewhere to buy medicine. Because of what? That's small issue I have in the ear. I want to buy drugs to take. I reached there, I said, guy, why your shop open? No market here. That's when the guy open up. The injustice they are doing for Igbo is too much. First, your investigation and know the people that sell fake drug, close their shop. If they want to collect fine for their hand, but collect fine and give them the serious warning. I believe that when the federal government they are serious for their investigation, you see that fake drug, they will stop it.
all right, Mr. Lawrence, is a very fine place to leave it. Thank you for speaking with us in this wonderful platform. Don't speak about 20 minutes. Is it not good? I want to different from all those Biafra